Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan with your Hollywoke hot take. And today we have these six actresses, and there's an article. I'm going to scroll down underneath. Now take a look at these pictures and tell me what it says to you. Just think about it for a minute. Okay? Probably typical Hollywood stuff, right? Actresses, up and coming actresses, they're young. Most of them pretty young, and they're going to do great things, blah, 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 right? No. The name of this thing is We Are Hilarious and Filthy and Complicated and Interesting. Tiffany Haddish, Elle Fanning, and the Hollywood Reporter Comedy Actress Roundtable. You see, they're comedy actresses. You could tell by all the hilarious things they're doing in this picture. Right? Eating a strawberry, pouring some milk, eating, I guess, a donut, and playing with a bunny. Reading a book. Ha 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 ha! Oh, that's crazy. Who reads books? Um, I gotta say, this doesn't even look like comedy. This doesn't look anything like comedy. Not that it looks bad. It just doesn't look like comedy. It just looks like a bunch of women having pictures of themselves. Ladies, I mean, do something. Do something comedic for the picture. Something. Anything. Um, you know, this just seems low effort to me. This doesn't seem. I mean, this is just these are just selfies and taking pictures. Like, do something funny. If you're comedy actresses, and this is the comedy actress roundtable, I mean, shouldn't you? I mean, look, and it becomes immediately super hostile. Here's the opening. Jane Levy, Jamila Jamil, Robin Thede, and Amy Sedaris also get very candid about the shocking roles they've passed on. Quote, I don't just want to be someone's F toy. The perks of playing ugly, the uglier the better, and in this moment, the stories that they're eager to tell. It's like, okay, so not only is it not funny, it's kind of angry. Kind of angry. We're not going to be funny, and we have a chip on our shoulder too. Oh boy, I can't wait to read about this comedy. I mean, what where's the comedy here? Tiffany Haddish has been so desperate for connection in these trying times, she started performing stand-up for her plants. Ha 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 ha! And since those plants aren't as responsive as she'd like, she's been playing YouTube videos of babies laughing and my old comedy tapes to hear audiences. The star of Netflix Black Mitzvah and TBS's The Last OG reveals in a mid-afternoon as part of Hollywood Reporter's virtual comedy actress roundtable. Okay. Look, part of this is the fact that there's really no production. And that all goes back to, what the governor in California is doing. Although you could move your production to a red state and shoot there. If you really wanted to do your show, that's what I would do. I would say, let's get out of New Jersey and shoot somewhere else. Depending on what your show is, go shoot somewhere else. Granted, some shows are more location-based than others, but, I mean, that's what you could do. If you want to do a stand-up special, go shoot in another state. Go do stand-up in a state that's open. There are states that are open and doing just fine, thank you very much. So, why is it everybody in comedy just complains now or does something political? Why can't we talk about, first off, analyzing comedy, as someone in my college once quoted, I think they were quoting Gary Trudeau, and because they were doing a little mini documentary on comedy in my college, and I was in it, and the quote was, analyzing comedy is like dissecting a frog. You can do it, but the frog's still dead. I think I got that right. So, you know, the whole point of entertainers has been forgotten. I mean, these people should entertain. I mean, this is so boring to me. You know, and these people, I mean, they have real money. They have, you know, they were probably paid for this, I'd assume, since it's a Hollywood Reporter. I guess maybe not. I don't know. Does the Hollywood Reporter pay people to be in a round table? I guess if they recorded something, maybe they were funny during that. But is this the funniest 6 stills you got out of the round table? You know, seems not like a hilarious round table to me. And I'm not criticizing them because they're women, but you know, first off, it's already agenda driven that it is all women. Why can't it just be comedy? Okay, and if you're gonna be, oh, we're women in a man's comedy world, well, bring your A game, ladies. Give us something here. Give us some funny pictures. You know, like she's pouring milk into a bowl. She's just having cereal. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Just do something with it. Pour it in something else. Pour it in something else. It's funny. You know? I don't know. I'm not the one on trial here. Okay? I mean, I'm sure you could come up with a funny visual. I mean, this girl here, I think that's the girl who played Ugly Betty. It looks kind of like her. I mean, she's at least kind of doing a funny face. This, with the rabbit, that's more cute than it is funny. But, I don't know. Maybe if they gave the rabbit a costume. But the rest, I mean, they're just phoning it in. Do something. If you're going to represent comedy in a round table, comedy actresses, I think you should do something funny. I think you should perform a little. A little. Okay? I have no interest in reading the rest of this article. I just don't. I mean, oh, and here they are. I guess this is the video of them talking. Also, not do. Okay, so here's a bigger picture. This is Jamil on her lockdown routine, eating a plate of donuts. I guess that's kind of funny. So, I mean, this one's just totally posed, right? I mean, she's not even looking at the camera. You know, it's just, and really, I mean, do we have to feel sorry for you that you got offered a role where you're just playing the girlfriend and it wasn't a great role? Oh, here we go. This is all the stuff they're in. Elle Fanning is in The Great, which that looks decent. Mila Jamil, The Good Place. Tiffany Haddish, Black Mitzvah. I think that's a stand-up special. Jane Levy, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Robin Thede, A Black Lady Sketch Show. Is she, I guess she's doing a character in that picture. Well, that's kind of funny, I guess. And Amy Sedaris. Now, Amy Sedaris is pretty funny. Now she's doing At Home with Amy Sedaris on True TV, which doesn't really sound like a comedy show. But she has been in funny shows. She was in Strangers with Candy, which she was very funny in. But I mean, this is just, I don't know. It just sounds and looks boring. The whole thing just looks boring to me. It doesn't feel like it's a bunch of people discussing comedy. It's sort of comedy adjacent people discussing comedy adjacent things. And, of course, feminism. So, you know, we are filthy. We are hilarious and filthy and complicated and interesting. Tiffany Haddish, Elle Fanning, and the Hollywood Reporter Comedy Actress Roundtable. You know, it also is a little conceited to tell us what you are, right? Most people who are funny, they don't need to tell everybody they're hilarious and filthy and complicated and interesting. they just prove that they are. You know, I've never seen an interview with Rodney Dangerfield where he had to like explain that he was funny and self-deprecating. He just did his shtick and did it so well that everybody got it. I don't know. Maybe try that. Maybe try comedy.